Black Eyed Tales, it's almost time for Black Eyed Tales. Come along and take my hand, and let's all go to Black Eyed Land. Black Eyed Tales.
Black Eyed Tales.
Modern War Negro.
Hey nigga talking, sit your ass down. What's up YouTube? NWN here, aka Mayor of the City, aka Jigaboo Jones, aka Nothing Was the Same Jr. And welcome back to Black Eyed Tales. Now in case you don't know, this the show where a real ass gonna tell you stories from his life. But before we get into that, because I know some of you will ask, today I'm showcasing a game called The Wonderful 101. It's a Wii U exclusive that's recently been released, and it's alright. Not really blowing my socks off. I might review it on Only the Future Will Tell. But anyways, if you read the title, you know this story is about my first kiss. Someone left a comment on one of my videos suggesting that I tell this story, and I sat back, I thought about it, then I busted out laughing because this one is epic. So let's rewind the clock back to 1997 like a and this was the year that Biggie's double Life After Death album was ironically released. So you already know I was young, too young. Oh, can I vote? Nope, too young. And mind you, this is around the time that I was robbing people for their Pokemon cards, but I'm about to connect the stories like a motherfucker on y'all. Now, if you haven't heard that story, I'll leave a link in the description box below. But anyways, I got an older sister. And one thing about my parents was anywhere that she went, I had to go. I think it made her resent me because my young ass always knew her business. And my dad actually sent me on her first date as a third wheel. But we'll save that story for a later date. But yeah, anyway. Anywhere that she went, my young ass was sure to go, like how Mary had a little lamb. Now, one weekend, my sister's good friend invited her over for a sleepover. And of course, my sister wanted to go. And just how Mary had a little lamb, my sister had a little nigga. Now, I didn't want to go because I didn't want to spend my weekend doing girl shit at a slumber party, but my parents made me look after my sister. Now, mind you, at the time, I was like in the 2nd grade and my sister was like in the 5th grade. And, you know, I had been around her friends a few times, but I was still unsure what to expect at this slumber party because, you know, I'm so young. I thought maybe they would like tie me up and put makeup all over my face or some shit, but they didn't. Okay, so we get to the house that Saturday night and we eating dinner, we watching movies and blah, 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 blah. I sound like Chief Keef, blah, blah, blah. But it was really just a kickback. It was nothing special until it was time to go to bed and wake up. So Sunday morning, you know, I'm asleep like, and all I hear is a psst. And it was my sister's older friend. Now, we all slept in the same room. And the way that it was set up was, it was 3 cots on the floor, okay? I slept to the left, my sister was in the middle, and her friend was to the right. Now, mind you, these cots weren't but inches apart. And still to this day, I don't know why we slept so close together. But we did, so whatever. But she puts her hands on the little railing of my sister's cot, and she hovers over my sister while she's asleep, and she tries to get my attention. Psst! I'm like, bitch, what? I'm asleep. I'm young. I need to get my rest so I can go strong like my daddy. And she starts whispering like sweet nothings to me and shit. She was like, I always thought you was cute, and your sister would kill me if she knew I liked you. I heard you got your own little business dealing Pokemon cards. I like a business, man. I'm like, man, I'm telling y'all, man, if you was not part of the gold rush of the 90s, man, them Pokemon cards was gold back in the day. So, you know, after you see whispers, all that shit, I finally turn around and face her because I had my back to her originally. So she know I could face her while she strokes my ego. And then finally I get up and I put my hands on the left side's railing of my sister, the left railing of my sister's cot. And we both sitting there hovering over her while she's asleep. Then what she does is she leans in, she starts kissing me. And I mean, I don't mean like a little, I mean like, you know, like a little peck or whatever. We were like fucking, my mouth was like full of moisture, but fuck it, one take. I don't mean like she was like one little peck, like it was like a full blown like tongue kiss, like she was going at me and shit. And my eyes was like open wide the whole time, and she had hers closed, like she was like really getting to the making out shit. And my eyes just open wide as fuck because I'm in shock. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And more so, I was shocked because I'm kissing her and I'm sitting there thinking like, how do I know how to tongue kiss? I'm young as fuck, but you know, I did it. So like 10 minutes goes by of hot, passionate kissing. And mind you, both of our upper bodies are leaning over my dead ass sister. And I'm gonna put an image on the video to give y'all a visual of what's going on because I can explain it, but you just had to see it, okay? You know, we kissing, and it got to the point where I'm just bored because remember, I'm young. I wasn't old enough to get my dick up at the time, nor did I even know that was possible at the time. So in my mind, I just had sex. I'm like, hell yeah, I just smashed the 5th grader, John. You know, I pushed her off me, and I'm like, man, let's go do something else. So, you know, we both get off the cots and we leave my sister in the room sleep. And we went to the next room down the hallway to watch TV. And before she sat down, I remember she took the bottom of her shirt and she tied a knot in it. So I guess she was trying to look sexy for me, I guess. Because I remember she was in the 5th grade and, she had her little gumdrop boobies coming in. So I guess she was just trying to flex for daddy. And so we sat down, turned on the TV and we watched Rugrats. I remember that show had my full attention for some reason. Like, I wasn't paying her nasty ass no mind at that point. And I guess she got mad because I was watching Rugrats and not paying attention to her. Because like 5 minutes into the show, she pulls me by my chin to her and she starts kissing me again, We kissing and we kissing. And I'm not sure how much time went by, but in comes her mother. And she was just sweeping the hallway floor. And our dumbasses left the door open. So she sees some boy slobbing down her daughter. And she shouts, "What the hell? What are y'all doing?" She rushes into the room and she swings the broom at me, but I was too quick and nimble. I was like a squirrel or some shit. I dodged that like it was nothing, John. And then I ran downstairs and I busted and I just jetted out the fucking door and I ran all the way home. And when I say I ran all the way home, it was like a couple blocks away because these people are our neighbors. And I'm pretty sure that my sister doesn't know that this happened because her mom never snitched on me. But she watches this video, she knows now. So that Monday, we back in school. I did the first thing that every real nigga does. I bragged to all my friends. So, we supposed to be working on the handout a teacher gave us. But instead, I got the whole class huddled around me. People leaning out their desks and shit trying to hear about my wild weekend. And, I'm flexing. I'm soaking this attention up. I'm on my worst behavior. And, I'm just like, I kissed a girl, like it's my first time or anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm 2nd grade. I'm a grown man. I'm real experienced. You know what I'm saying? I be kissing bitches every day. And sitting outside the huddle was this Latina girl named Desiree, I never forget Desiree because Desiree was my first crush that I ever had. I really liked her. She was real cute, and I felt like she liked me. But for some reason, everybody in the class hated her, and it was never no actual reason why anybody hated Desiree. Like, people, it was just like that person everybody decided to pick on. So, I just go along with the crowd because, I was easily influenced at the time. I just pretended like I hated her. Plus, I was the man, I was a Pokemon trap star at the time, and I had a reputation to keep, so, she's sitting outside the huddle, eavesdropping like a motherfucker, and she starts to jump into the conversation like, "You didn't get a kiss? I know you didn't kiss no girl. What would a 5th grader want with you? You don't got no balls. You can't do it." She said, "I ain't got no balls, man." So, it got quiet. The whole class got quiet when she said, "I ain't got no balls." She challenged my manhood, and all eyes was on me. It's quiet, you know what I'm saying? My lackey is just looking at me. My lackey is awaiting my response. And I stood up in a circle, and I put my hand in the air like how a gay dude does, and I was like, "Look at you. Lonely." I was like, "Loser." And then you gotta remember, this is the 90s, so I put the big L, the big uppercase L on my forehead, like, "Loser." And then I sat back down, and she said, "Well," she was like, "But since you're such a good kisser, why don't you kiss me?" And then everybody in the class was like, "Oh," because she called me out like a motherfucker. She was like, I was like, "I ain't never scared to kiss no girl. I ain't never scared." So after class, we meet in the hall. The bell rings 20 minutes later, and, we standing in the hall, and, everyone is staring. She's like, "That's what I thought. All talk. You ain't gonna kiss me. You scared." So now I leaned in. I gave her the business, and when I was done, she was blushing like a motherfucker. Now, let's fast forward a few days later, because I'm going to give you guys a bonus story. Now, a lot of people think that I just shit talk and troll on Xbox Live, but if you talk to anyone that knows me personally, they'll tell you that I've been doing this shit all my life. I'm just a professional shit talker, okay? Now, there was this kid in my class, and he was the only white boy in the class, and he was a little rough around the edges. You could say he was the, trailer park type. And we used to shit talk him all the time because he just thought he was so cool for some reason. We was just being haters. And I remember during lunch, he was sitting a couple of tables away from me, and my crew, we was shouting at him. We was saying all kinds of mean shit to him. "You fucking poo-poo head." And you could tell he was getting mad because he couldn't come up with some decent comebacks. So the lunch bell rings and it's time to go back to class. I'm walking my 5th grade boo back to her class like a pimp when the white boy runs up behind me and sucker punches me from the blind side in my eye, and he got me good. I fell to the ground like, "Oh!" And I'm on my knees, I'm crying Cause he hit my ass with a haymaker. I'm not even gonna front, like, I couldn't see for like 30 seconds, like a good 30 seconds, you feel me? But I wasn't even worried about going blind, to be honest. More importantly, my pride, my rep was destroyed. I was supposed to be the Pokemon trap house, you know what I'm saying? But a few seconds go by and my vision starts coming back. When I open my eyes, all I could see in my blurred state was my 5th grade boo. She pushed the white boy against the wall and started kneeing him in the dick and then started swinging on him, and she whooped his ass, yo. And I'm like, she was a loyal hoe. Like, I'll give her that. Like, so not only did I lose my first wrestling match to a girl, but I got bitches fighting my battles too. So, my life sucks. So, I'm quickly pulled away to the bathroom by 3 girls that was in my class. They cleaned me up while the white boy and my 5th grade boo get in trouble. They got to go to the principal office and shit. I never got called to the office, never got in trouble. That was really weird. But on a side note, that white boy that sucker punched me, you blindsided me, you know what I'm saying? He could have squared up with me, but it's cool. He tried to knock me out, you know what I'm saying, by sucker punching me. You a sucker for that shit, nigga. Should have squared up with me like a real man, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so later that day, I'm hanging out at the park, and here comes my 5th grade boo and her older brother. Now, her older brother, he was like in the 8th grade. He was an 8th grader, yo. So he was like a grown man. He had like 1-2 stubbles on his chin. He had like a peach fuzz or whatever. And I hadn't seen her since that incident that happened early in the day. So, we sitting together on top of the park bench or whatever. He's sitting to the right. I'm in the middle. She's sitting to the left, and she's just being real quiet. And he's like, I'm gonna do all the talking, in his deep 8th grade voice, his grown man status. I'm like, all right, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He's like, my sister has informed me you kissed her in the mouth and she got in trouble for fighting for you. And as far as I could tell, she really loves you. And then he was like, I'm not mad at you. I just want to know, are you going to marry my sister? And then I looked at him. Then I turned and I looked at her. And I said,
New Nipsey Hussle,
Check me out.
you in trouble.
Check me out.
Pay us now,
Check me out.
or pay me double.
Check me out.
New Nipsey Hussle,
Check me out.
New Nipsey Hussle,
Check me out.
New Nipsey Hussle.
Check me out.
Nigga, fuck it.
Check me out.
Nigga, fuck it. I came from nothing. Shootouts in public, riding buses, buying Benzes, just buying buckets. Knocked me off from my grind, that's what they wasn't. My life was ugly,